Aquarius, how's everybody doing? So I wanted to hop on here. I was getting a lot of messages when I was meditating. For some of you, you are going to feel, I was hearing a pulse coming from the grid. The way that I was seeing this translate as was maybe feeling more of an intensity when it comes to synchronicities. There was also a lot of repetition coming through about connecting with people that you have history with, people from your past. For some of you, I'm getting something about 4 years here. Maybe somebody you haven't seen for 4 years. Maybe somebody you met 4 years ago. But I was getting the number 4 coming through. For some of you, this may not be, there can definitely be people that you're seeing in person. There can also be people that you're seeing, I was hearing in a dream format. I take that as being like within the dream realm, within the astral realm, maybe even when you're meditating. Also, you may see, I'm hearing an overcross and overlay between the dream state and also reality. For example, you may have a dream about somebody that like maybe you haven't touched base with in a while, and like the next day you're going to hear from them, things like that. I'm getting a bunch again about like crossover and stuff. So yeah, pay attention to things that you're seeing, little synchronicities. I'm hearing doubles and also double meanings, maybe even things that are occurring more than once that you're noticing, even that seem to just catch your eye for some reason. Alright, my friends, before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I've been seeing Scorpio energy coming through a lot. Maybe some sort of theme. Can be related to the Pluto in your chart. For anybody new, my name is Gabriella. I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. There was also a notion too of, for some of you, if you had something that was, I'm hearing the word unrest. Now I'm hearing unrecycled. If you had something that was pending, you may see that being completed. This can even relate to your physical relationships, like maybe your interpersonal relationships. So we're starting off with the Page of Wands here. I'm hearing something about self-discovery. I'm hearing also something about getting your foot in the door. There may be something new that you're starting. This can be a relationship. I'm hearing finances coming through very strongly. This can be a new source of income. It can be a project. It can be a new activity that you're starting. I'm getting the feeling that you have like somewhat prepared for this. For some of you, even inadvertently. I'm hearing numinous. So much stuff coming through. For those of you that channel, I'm also getting something about writing here. You may feel like there's a lot coming through, like if you free write. I'm also getting stuff about art here. Okay, so it looks like whatever this new thing is that you're starting, there may be some sort of concern as to, like, if you are going to get some sort of payback for how you're investing in this thing. It's like, I'm going down this way, and it seems like there's already been some sort of commitment to this pathway, this avenue that you're going down. I'm seeing there be some sort of focus on, like, is it going to be worth what I have invested? Because it feels, again, like this is something that, like, you've already made the choice to do this, or you've committed to it, but there's some sort of concern. again, something that you feel very focused on when it comes to, I'm hearing the word isolated. If you are going to get some sort of return on this, like, will it be a worthy investment for me? Will I feel valued in the way that I want to feel valued, in the way that I expect to feel valued, in the way that I hope to feel valued? Even just as a person, for what this is that you're doing. And maybe this is also about what you can bring to the table. Like, do I have what it takes to be able to do this? Can I give what it requires of me to give? I feel like everything got very still. Like, it even feels like the rain stopped. I don't even know if it was raining before, but it just feels like some sort of pause that's happening. Looking at the seven of cups here next to the 6 of pentacles. I'm getting a feeling, but I don't want to jump the gun about this. There could have been something that you did and you're like questioning if it was the right choice. Like, even I'm seeing like something definitely impact like your mental and emotional state. Why all of the unknowns are here, it seems like because this is something new. So you know when you get into something that like you haven't really done before, it's kind of new territory and there are a lot of questions. That's kind of what this seems like you're breaking into something that you're unsure about. It may be like kind of ambiguous what's going to be happening, like a lack of clarity. However, to be starting with this, it seems like this may kind of be like the first step of this sense of newness. And maybe it was even something that you committed to, that you were like, I don't feel like a full yes about this, but I'm kind of going in this direction anyway, and I'm going to see how things turn out. Let's see where this goes. There's definitely a sense of like needing to be patient, needing to wait. Especially if you're waiting to see some sort of return from something. Surprise, surprise. Somebody's coming through, knocking at your door, wanting to talk to you. Metaphorically speaking, I'm even seeing it be like a surprise guest shows up, somebody that you like weren't expecting to hear from. It's like out of the blue, somebody calls you. Feels very much like that. It has something to do with like somebody coming through, like reaching out to you in some sort of way. But this was not planned. It very much feels unexpected, and maybe something about the timing also feels kind of strange. The reason that this may seem strange to you is that you could be in a place where you're not really like sharing what you're doing with other people, and or this could be somebody that you like hadn't expected to hear from because maybe like they live a private life, or for some reason like you haven't been updated on what's been going on with them. Because I was seeing the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. Could also have something to do with Virgo as well. But yeah, there's something about like either one or both of the parties kind of having like a separate or like private life from one another, and that's why this wouldn't be anticipated. Because like, why would somebody change that up if things had just, I'm hearing if that had been the status quo with this person. Yeah, so it's like somebody that you wouldn't expect to reach out to you because of that. So I wonder what inspires this to happen. I'm getting too that regardless of what this is that they say when it comes through, it seems like there's some sort of adjustment that needs to be made. I'm hearing the word parry. This is a move. I think in fencing, is that right? I think it's like a defensive move that's used, so maybe there's something related to that here, like kind of not getting overtaken or swept off your feet by whatever this is. So also you may not respond immediately to this. You may kind of ground and try to sort out how you're feeling. Because this may be something that like catches you off guard emotionally more than anything, it seems. So it's like, what are you going to do with that? Because something is going to need to be made. Because I'm even seeing it be like the chaos of the emotional state. And to have the Magician, I'm hearing the Hermit again. So again, like there's something with the Virgo frequency. To have the Magician underneath it, it's like, what are you going to make from this emotional chaos? Where are we going to go? And I am seeing something related to a new beginning here. A new start. I'm also hearing jump start. I'm also seeing something related to basketball here. So many messages, Aquarius. Whatever this thing is, it seems like you're going to have some sort of like emotional or sentimental connection to it. And maybe you're in a place too where you want to open up and connect to something. This can even be like a love or an appreciation of something too, or someone. Because with the Queen of Cups, like as much as it can be romantic, although I'm not seeing anything necessarily romantic, it does, however, seem like emotional in some way. So like on the energetic emotional front, it is something that you would have the potential to connect with if you choose to do so. Because it's always a choice. I'm seeing Mars, Sag, and Mercury here. For some reason, like when this person comes through, because this throws you off emotionally in a way where like you may not know how you want to respond, and that's why like taking your time is important here. I'm seeing there be a choice to like open yourself up to whatever that is with boundaries. But like it's not like we're seeing the Queen of Swords here, which is somebody that's like, okay, you can approach, but like stay over there. I don't want you to get too close. I'm hearing something about 10 feet. With the Queen of Cups, this is somebody that's like, okay, like I'm gonna hear you out. Like maybe we can see eye to eye. Like maybe we can connect over something. It doesn't feel necessarily like a new person to me. But let's wait and see. It looks also like if you're identifying as the King of Pentacles, which really you can be like all of the court cards, you may be right now focusing a lot on like your career, job, things like that, the things that you're responsible, your financial independence, synthesizing that with a sense of creativity and confidence. Like it even seems like there's something that you're getting better and better at the more that you work at it. And maybe something now where, you know, when you start a new thing and you're kind of trying to understand like the basics of it, so you can't really like put your spin on it yet. You kind of need to understand like the basis of a craft before you can, it's like when you learn how to make a cake, right? You learn just how to like make the actual cake before you start getting like fancy with like all of the decorations and stuff with it, because you need to learn the basics of it. What it looks like to me now is that you've spent enough time doing something that you may be like putting your own touch on it. So it seems in a way like you're even seasoned with something that you've been working on, to the point where you're even like making this your own, creating it to be your own. For some of you, this is even something that's getting you like some form of attention. This can even be like attention within your job or career, like other people are noticing you, maybe even people higher up than you. I'm hearing Artemis. Yeah, I'm seeing an opportunity come through for you because of like what was mentioned before, it seems. Like, I get the feeling of somebody relevant to whatever your craft is or whatever your job is, whatever you've been doing. It seems like because you've... I'm getting something even about a personal flair. Because of that, I'm seeing some sort of opportunity being given to you. If you had played it safe, I don't think that this would necessarily come through, but because you're gaining a sense of confidence with how you're doing something, and you are like bringing your sense of originality into it, it seems like that's the thing that opens up this door for you. I'm hearing creative mind. Yeah, see this? Somebody coming through. For some of you, offering you a position. I was hearing position specifically. An opportunity, a position. This can even be somebody admiring the work that you do. Craftsmanship is what I'm hearing. Even like the technique or quality of the work that you do. I'm seeing this be something important to you. I think this would be something that you feel very proud of, something that you've worked hard for. I was seeing the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck before, also, when the Ace of Wands came through. The Hierophant can represent, like, somebody higher tier is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing sponsorship now. I'm hearing big impact. Interesting. This can even be somebody that wants to like pull you into some sort of community. I'm also hearing creative community. But yeah, this feels even like it could be some sort of like boss figure, something like that. Or it could be like a group of people even. People that you would be able to cater to with whatever it is that you do. This may even be something mutually beneficial. Like, I'm almost seeing this person, like, give you an offer, and it's almost like there's some, like, counter offer, possibly. Somebody may even, like, want your expertise on something. For some of you, too, they may even want to, like, pair up or link up. It's like they think that they have something that, like, you guys would have a good partnership together. Something about, like, complementary energy, even. So, I'm seeing this new project, or this new direction, or this new relationship. I'm seeing something be surprising that's happening. I'm seeing the King of Pentacles. So, this can be a masculine figure. It can be something related to your career, job. For some of you, your home life. It can be something that branches into that. Now, I'm seeing there be something, again, that, like, catches you off guard mentally related to a message. Related to something that you hear. It seems like it's connected to a way that somebody reaches out to you. And I'm seeing there be a focus here on, because of the way that, because of what you've worked for and what you've developed within yourself and this sense of confidence and like even self-value that you have, I'm seeing you be like very aware of what your standards are, your values, your expectations. And it seems like something would even be like negotiated here at the center with Temperance. Like there may be some sort of back and forth. This even feels like something possibly contractually based. and figuring out how you feel about this opportunity that's being offered to you. It's a moment of like, somebody could be offering you something for like the work that you do, or like a service that you're offering, and you're trying to figure out like, is this enough money? Like, do I need a counter offer? What do I need to do here with this person? Also, energetically speaking, it can be like somebody coming into your life and you're like, do I have that energy to give? Like, what are they going to give me in return? Am I going to be like valued and like perceived in the way that I want to be, in a way that would work for me to work with in this situation? But like, something needs to be worked out. It seems like something needs to be assimilated with this energy and with your energy coming together. If you are going to take this opportunity, and it may be something that like takes a little, I'm hearing something about wiggle room. It may be something that takes a little bit of time to get to the like initial start date of whatever this is. And I'm even seeing you use some sort of like unknown, unsure, even like somewhat chaotic or disorganized energy, and use it to benefit you in some sort of way in relation to this new beginning that you're starting. I'm hearing deals, deals, deals. It looks too like there may be multiple people that are going to be involved in this as well. Because I am hearing fresh start with the Ace of Pentacles, and there are a lot of court cards here. The thing about this is that if you feel like you can connect with something on the emotional front, that may be reason enough for you to decide to go forward with something, even if you don't know what it's going to turn into. Because this may be something where you're not sure about the exact trajectory of where this is going to go, but because you feel a connection with it, you may be interested enough to dive into this and say yes, is what I'm hearing. So interesting, Aquarius. I feel like there's so many unknowns within this so far. Like, it very much seems like the beginning of something. But yeah, I'm seeing a big theme of collaboration, of working together, teaching, learning, exchanging. Who are we looking at here? Mars, Sagittarius, Mercury, Taurus. Let's see what else we have going on. Seems like, do you want to dive into this collaboration? Do you not want to dive into it? What I'm interested in, and like what is standing out to me, was the Queen of Cups being involved, because if I didn't see her in here, it would seem much more like something like solely based on like the career, partnerships, and stuff that I wouldn't necessarily see like a lot of like emotional vulnerability being involved with. But because she's here, it seems like there's something going on that is somehow like impacting you or touching you emotionally, even in a way that you feel like vulnerable or sensitive to the energy. So maybe it's something that's going to like affect you on many different levels, personal levels. And I mean, this can be a thing too, where it's like, maybe you are forming like a business partnership, and this could also be like somebody that you know, or somebody that you're connected with, like somebody that you're friends with potentially. And it doesn't just have to be straight business either. It just depends on, I guess, what you're watching for as well. So now I'm seeing some sort of ending. Maybe this new thing started because something that you were involved in actually wasn't working out. Because I'm hearing misbehaving. And maybe there was somebody that you were involved with before that you had some sort of working partnership with. And like, because of somebody's behavior, something couldn't continue. Like, I'm even seeing something negatively impact, like, how effective something would be that you were working on. Like, this can be somebody coming through in a way where it's like they weren't working consistently, or there was some sort of argument even. I'm getting something with Mars energy, like maybe somebody even got aggressive with you, or you didn't like the way that they were coming off, or you even feel like somebody came through in a way that was immature. But you may have even felt like emotions or impulsivity got in the way of something. This can also be a relationship as well. But for some of you, I am seeing this like definitely impact you like on some sort of platform is what I'm hearing. Which makes me think of like business, even something related to networking. But yeah, what I'm getting is that like you didn't like the way that somebody was acting, and so something came to an end. I'm seeing you feel better off because of this. I'm hearing elated. Like emotionally, this seems like some sort of weight that was lifted off of you. And maybe you even felt like somebody was a liability. I'm getting something about like with the Mars energy that I'm sensing, and like the emotions, like it even feels like an Aries type of energy with the Knight of Wands, even though like I'm pretty sure that represents Sag, but I am like definitely feeling an Aries energy. There could have been somebody that, and we're talking archetypally speaking, there could have been somebody that, I'm getting something about impulse control now, maybe got like emotionally involved in something and maybe came off in a way that you didn't appreciate. Like maybe somebody's temper got the best of them, or you didn't like the way that they handled this situation. There's something about like not handling it in a way that maybe you saw as being diplomatic. Maybe you felt it was very much the opposite of that. And maybe something was even unnecessary at a certain point. Yeah. Loud and clear. It even seems like this ending was happening, or like it needed to happen for whatever reason. And what I'm getting is that like this person could have come through in a way like even as things were ending, or things had already ended and then this person came in after the fact, like even trying to like goad you in some sort of way. Like I'm seeing someone, trying to get a reaction out of you. This could also be something that you saw where like everybody knew that things were ending anyway, and so like this person wanted to get like one last jab in there. Yeah, I'm seeing something where like if you gave in, you may have said something to this person. Like this is definitely that you could see as a tempting situation to get involved in, but it's just something that would have dragged you down with the devil. So I'm seeing like something that you don't want to get involved with, so you needed to set boundaries. Otherwise you would have gotten dragged into like some sort of nonsense with this person, because I'm seeing somebody like being very, very silly with you, but not in a joking way. It's like nobody was joking and this person is coming through. I'm hearing throwing jabs, so. But there's something about them like doing it in some sort of like emotional way. So they may have been doing something that, again, where they were trying to get some sort of response. It's kind of like they were acting in a way and wanted to engage you, so you started acting in that way because they're like trying to get you to mirror them. But it, like for some of you, you ghosted this person, or you just like did not respond, or you didn't give them a reaction. You're like, I actually need to like sit with this instead of engaging with you. Yeah. I'm hearing that you saw this person's true colors. By you not engaging in this and not responding, and for some of you this may be something that's upcoming for you, by you not engaging and like sinking down to whatever frequency they're coming through at, I'm seeing it very much helps you to see, again, their true colors within this situation. There's definitely an offset when it comes to, like, behavior, maturity level. Yeah, I'm hearing something about, like, this person was trying to clown you. But it's all just to get a reaction. And maybe this is just the way that they deal with confrontation. What's sticking out to me is that, like, I'm not seeing any kings here, which would be, like, being able to sit down with somebody and have a discussion with them where things feel, like, mature and articulate and diplomatic. It's very much not that. It's, like, a lot of nonsense, a lot of noise coming from this person. Like, I'm even seeing somebody that's just, like, kicking up dust in everybody's face. But it kind of also, like, singles this person out as well. I'm getting intuitively, too, like, this may have really felt like the right thing for you to do. It's a moment where, like, you kind of saw the end coming with this person. And it seems like because you've accepted this too, it wasn't something that, like, when they came through acting the way that they did, it wasn't something that you felt like you needed to keep going with them. So you didn't feel the need to, like, continue engaging with them regardless of how they were coming through. Because I am getting, like, a childish type of energy. But yeah, what it looks like to me is that, like, that's just the way that this person operates right now. It's like, maybe give it years down the line and they can have a conversation with you, but not right now. This can be somebody, too, that, like, makes a big fuss or is stubborn or really outlandish is what I'm hearing. And, like, maybe they're used to getting their own way because of that. Or, like, acting really wild and people are just like, okay, to get them to stop. So, yeah, this may be somebody that's kind of, like, bullyish at times. But what I'm getting is that it kind of feels like this person is one of those moments where, like, you have two people getting in a fight and it's like they're about to square up, but, like, this person won't, like, try to throw a punch until, like, other people are holding them back already. Like, it seems kind of like a show that they're putting on. That's not to say that it doesn't, like, become aggravating, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing with this person. It feels very theatrical. Which, like, when you're away from this, I feel like you could probably find this funny, maybe not in the moment. You do have some sort of history with this person. Even if it's small. Like, I'm not seeing, like, receipt after receipt of how many interactions you've had with them. It seems like something little with the Page of Cups here. Like, you may have had, like, a small bond or a small relationship with this person. You do have something here with them. But yeah, I'm not seeing it be like a mother and a child. I'm seeing it kind of be something less emotionally intense than that. But, like, still something there with them. But yeah, maybe this is also something that you feel like it's not going to completely affect you. Like, maybe this was not somebody in, like, your inner circle. Did we not say Aries? Aries is the only major arcana. How about that? Spirit's really on today. Seeing Pluto here too. Maybe you guys do have a Pluto contact. Maybe they have something going on with their Pluto. Because when somebody hasn't learned yet how to control the Pluto within their chart, and all of us have Pluto, I'm even getting something about like aggressive or manipulative behavior. When someone hasn't learned to master the Pluto within their chart, they can definitely try to be like psychologically manipulative to get their own way, even like a bullying, intimidation, stuff like that. This may be somebody with like a little bit of an ego. Maybe you see them as being a bit privileged, even entitled. They may come through at some point and apologize and try to offer you something or make it up. It feels like after the fact that this would happen. Like they may try to come back and like bond with you over like whatever it was that you initially bonded with. Like I'm seeing somebody want to talk to you. Like you may have had like some sort of shared interest or activity or like something that you guys connected with, that you both resonated with at a point in time. And it looks even like they're going to come. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm seeing there be a notion of like things had ended with this person and then they're thinking about you and want to come through and like offer you something. I'm even hearing the word pardon, but I don't think that you'll be open to this based off of what had happened. So you may just be like, no, we ended it. I'm not trying to bring this back to life. I'm not going to dig it up and bring it back to life. There may be something significant about when this happens related to Pluto. Pluto may be going when it goes direct. When is that? Possibly the 8th of October. Don't hold me to that, but it's sometime in October. Yeah, I'm seeing you be at a point where, like, after the fact, maybe even while this was happening, you could get to the spot emotionally where you're like, yeah, I didn't like the way that that went down, but I also, like, have compassion for this person and I understand. But based off of the way that they acted and, like, how they showed me that they are, this isn't something that I'm going to allow to come back into my life. Like, they may have showed you enough that you've kind of made up your mind about this person. And you may even feel at this point like you kind of have to. I'm hearing Daddy Daycare. I know that's a movie. I don't really know anything about the movie, but you may feel like you even would have to like kind of parent this person. And I'm getting something about a liability again. Maybe this is something that you're not interested in doing. It's like you want to have relationships with people that you feel like you're an equal with, rather than feeling like you have to parent this person or like teach them. But there is definitely like a loss here of a connection. And maybe you even feel like, I'm getting something here about hurt feelings. Like maybe they said something too that like bothered you. I don't think you necessarily like showed them this if they said something that bothered you, but they may have like struck a chord with something that potentially you feel like a little bit sensitive about. So we're looking at Aries and Cancer here and Pluto. I'm getting that this very much was a great teaching lesson for you about how you can effectively handle a situation in a mature way by like integrating your wisdom and overcoming a triggering situation with someone that it may have been very easy to get reactive with. But it even seems like this is something that illuminates the personal progress that you've made. like as a human, as an individual, like mastering the emotional experience. What I'm getting is that, like, if they had handled this differently, this may have been a relationship that you were willing to salvage, but it's like because of the specific way that they were showing up, because there's like even a sense of arrogance here with the Knight of Wands that I'm seeing. It's like if they had come through in a way where they were willing to like compromise or sit down with you and like have an open discussion, you may have been open to this, but I'm seeing it be very, very clear to you based off of how things happened that this is something that you've made the judgment call to move away from, just because of the element and amount of chaos that this person brings into your life. Like, I'm seeing such a rambunctious, rowdy energy that really does not allow things to flow smoothly. And I'm seeing you get to a point where it's like you're valuing your peace over this chaotic relationship. So now it's a no for you if it comes to like getting back involved with this person. Because I'm seeing a lot of areas within your life that like you're really making active efforts to strive towards peace. And maybe right now you feel like there's a big focus on you tackling your interpersonal relationships and maintaining and strengthening the bonds with people that you do feel like bring like peace and empowerment into your life, rather than feeling like because you're allowing this to continue that you're just also stuck with this person's karma as well and karmic baggage. So I'm seeing it be too something that, like, of course you're going to be affected by this, and you're also going to transcend this as well by working through it. And like once you move away, I'm seeing you just like wipe your hands clean of this and be done. But I'm seeing you be at a point where, like, emotionally speaking, you're still coming to terms with this and like still moving away from it. So it may be something that still stings a bit, but it's something that like you're in the midst of processing, and it looks like you're soon going to be done with that. This just looks like a karmic cycle that's finishing up. Yeah. Yeah. The last thing is too that I don't know if this is happening now or if this is going to happen in the future. If there comes a time when you can like stalk them or check up on them or whatever, or if that starts happening, or if you form some sort of habit, or you have somebody that comes to you and talks to you about this person, you may want to cut that off. Yeah, it's something that you may want to let go of because you may feel like it's kind of disruptive to like your stability in some sort of way. So yeah, we're looking at Aries, Pluto, and Cancer. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.